Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Panilla Saga. I'm checking out a new game today. This game is just globally launching on iOS and Android, so it's the perfect time to check it out. And yeah, I start playing. It's a great idle RPG with some real-time battles as well. It's also got that gacha element with summoning. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite features of this game and point out some things I've just enjoyed so far. First off, I really like the art style of this game. It does have really nice character designs. It's got those waifus. You guys know you like that. Point proven. Yeah, you know. I do really like the artwork. I think it's really pretty. It's really nice too. They kind of have a good flow where these would make great wallpapers on your phone. They just look really nice to have up in the background. And yeah, I really think the character design is quite fun. Now, these are kind of the display versions. There is a different version of the characters that are super cute for the actual gameplay. But I really love the art here, and I think that's one of the nice bonuses of a cute anime style game like this. And like I mentioned, idle RPGs. So while you're away, you can collect a ton of rewards while doing nothing. It's so great to be able to log back in the game and know you're not missing out on the grind. I play some other games that are just so time consuming. So having a game that's a fun side game to play along with it is really, really nice. There's lots of rewards to go along with all this as well. So it's a really nice feature to have a idle RPG element to this. You can see they have the little characters up there battling and constantly collecting resources in your chest. You also can do some bonuses here for obtaining some quick collections, quick battles as they call it here as well. So you can get some bonus resources as well, besides the fact of just simply waiting for more. Of course, we've got daily missions. Now, what I like here is that it goes up in points, so it looks like there's plenty of extra quests once I unlock them that allow you to not have to do every single thing, but the rewards are really nice. You can actually get some summoning tickets, some extra diamonds, and other resources for the game every single day. There's separate weekly quests as well, and there's also just overall journey achievements like most games. So I really like the reward system here. It's quite nice with some of the resources you get to help level up your characters. I also noticed this manual feature. It's called, well, a manual on the side here. And it's quite nice for teaching you how to play the game. So there are different descriptions of the different parts of the game and how to use them. And as you actually complete tasks that involve, well, taking advantage of those areas of the game, you get resources too. So it tries to teach you how to play the game. In doing so, you get a bonus. So just clearing certain paths in this example, I'll get 150 of the resource here for leveling up characters, which is really valuable for sure. Now we do have the boss challenge section. This is kind of the story mode. And one thing I have to say that I actually quite like a lot is the actual story mode. So the battles are cute. It might be a little silly, cartoony, but I think that's part of the fun, honestly. It reminds me of another game I played that was actually my favorite, like, idle RPG style side game, and I really like that. But one thing I really like is the actual story. Now, depending on what part you get in these boss challenges, you will have actual story dialogue pop up. And along with that, you get to make decisions about your answers, like in the conversations. And it actually influences the story. And so far, I'm actually interested. Usually when I play these kind of games, you start off trying to read everything, and then you just skip the story because it's boring. But I think the story is actually really nice here. It's quite cute. And I think it's worth taking the time to read the story. It's not very time consuming, which I like as well. You don't feel like you're wasting 10 minutes just reading story when you're just like, come on, I want to level up. So I think they're doing a good job in the story mode as well. You also have your main character that's kind of you. You're like the protagonist in the story. So this is you. You could choose a male or a female. And there's also some skins you can get by doing other events, which I think is cool. They actually have some events to help you get skins. Along with this here, we do have the leveling up of your actual character, which also affects how much you can level up your artifacts. So there's all these interesting artifacts you can get depending on which level, which part of the game you've gone through in the story mode, and I'm looking forward to figuring out which is going to be the best for my account. So every time you go through and you level up your character and the weapon, you are also adding more skills. So this is quite cool here, that you unlock, the higher you get, the more you can unlock. So simple enough. An additional skill set besides the actual heroes that you're playing. Now I'm here in the city area, so there's all sorts of different buildings here to access for different parts of the game. The Dustlight Emporium is the shop, so of course make sure you collect your daily rewards in the shop. And I'm also still trying to analyze what's the best things to get here. I think as long as you have the gold, it's worth it to get your Stardust. That's really helpful for leveling up your characters. When it comes to diamonds, I think if there is a good piece of gear in here, it might be worth it. Getting the right gear for your characters is going to be the true battle for improving your account I really see in this game. And honestly, I think it's a debate though, right? Diamonds are fun to use for summoning. That's what I'm gonna do for sake of showcasing that today. But when it comes down to it, you want whatever's gonna help progress your account the best. So diamonds, I would say, is probably gonna be gear or extra resources depending on what pops in here. I think, so this one, I haven't decided. I haven't seen enough to see if this one right here in particular is easy to get, where this is valuable enough from the shop. So I'm trying to be careful about my diamonds being spent for now, but overall I think I'll end up spending a little more once we start to get some more characters. All right, and we are going to do some summons. Here we are, let's do it. I did a 10 pop of regular summons. Let's see what we get. I love this style of tavern and the way they show the new characters you get as you go along. She looks really cool. I love her design. But she's an SR. SSR are the top level. So let's keep clicking. Alright, I already have a Gregory. You do need dupes in this game to be able to improve their levels, though. Alrighty, let's see. Come on, we want that SSR. Come on. Let's hope we get something exciting. Oh, okay, fine. Alright, no SSR from this batch, but maybe we'll get something fun from the other mode that I want to show you. They actually have this choice up section for summoning right at the moment. I think this is going to change. It seems like this is on like a weekly timer or something, but we have Kaizoku Katarina in here, and we have Dracula. So this is actually quite funny. I moved to Romania, and here I am watching One Piece, which is all about Daikaiza Kujidai. And here we have Pirate Katarina, so I'm torn. Do I get a vampire? I mean, I'm in Romania after all. Home of Dracula. Or do I go with Kaizoku Katarina? I think I'm gonna go for Kaizoku Katarina. Pirate Katarina. And yeah, I'm gonna see what we get for the summons and see if I get lucky. We have an increased odds rate of getting one of your boosted champions from this choice up summoning event. I'll show that here. You can see the summoning rates. Getting an SSR champion is pretty decent rate actually. And then over here, depending on which one you choose, you see this big rate up increase for getting her in particular. So it's not a massive, I mean, getting the specific champion, the probability is really low. So it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but compared to the fact that there's not that many SSR in the game, so it actually is a decent chance. Unlike some games where it's like, you have 200 legendaries, the chances of getting actually getting the bonus odds up legendary is pretty small. But this actually gives you a good chance to get her. So let's see, can we get Katarina? I want to notice, usually the door glows a certain color in these kind of games, or something glows a different color if you actually get a legendary. In this case, SSR. I don't want another one of you. We want SSR. Come on, man. As we get double of the same person. Oh, hey, she's cool. She's really cool. I like her design. We have to do these gotcha summons, right? Gotta love the gotcha summons. That makes the game exciting. And of course, no luck with an SSR. Come on, man. I'm not having that streamer content creator luck, am I? Now, here in the Divine Realm, there are a lot of different game modes. There's all these fun side puzzle games as well. How often do you see silly ads for games where it looks like there's some fun puzzle feature in the game, and then you go to play it and it doesn't even exist? Well, this game is one of those games that's not lying. If you see those cute little puzzles in some creative modes of gameplay, or some little mini games and side games within this game, it's actually here, which I love. I love that this is a great game that has a mixture of mini games along with the main story and the gacha summons and the idle RPG aspect. I think it's really great to have just a variety within a game like this, because it allows you to play more if you want to, or you can just play it for a quick few minutes a day. You log in, collect your resources, do some summons, and you're good. I mean, it's a really good side game to play along outside of other games, or if you're just someone who doesn't have a lot of time. I mean, we all are busy, right? We're all busy. So this gives you the options to spend a bit of time in the game, play some fun side games, advance your characters, advance your account, or just do some quick dailies and move on. Alright, one other aspect we have to talk about is the canteen. You could also cook for your characters. Super fun. This actually adds so many side elements to this game that I'm super happy to see. We we just have so many options and so many things to do that a lot of other games just don't provide. And this is like having a bunch of games in one. Those farm games, let's feed and take care of your sheep. Let's cook some meals and advance your characters that way. Or maybe we decorate your house. I do love this little apartment and decor type setup here. You could decorate your house, you could plan everything out, and that gives just another side game within a game that keeps you busy and gives you something fun to do and gives me some nostalgia for some old games I used to play. Alright, and here we are with some story mode. I finally got to show this off too. They do have their cute story here, and maybe we'll get to one of the points where we could actually influence the story. But I actually want to showcase another aspect of this as far as the battle styles go. So I'm going to loop back around to the actual battles, and I'm going to show you some fun features. Alright, and one thing that actually does matter here in the battle formations is, well, yeah, your battle formation. Front row and a back row. So you could have a tank and warrior in your front row is what's recommended, and then the back row is going to be your support, mages, range, and other fighters. So you can actually separate everything out by classes here, and if you're not sure which characters are what role, if you're still getting used to the game, like I am honestly still. It's a lot of fun though so far. And yeah, I don't have any warriors I'm using at the moment, so I just have to have another support champion here, but we have some different fighters I'm working with. I seem to be heavy in my ranged characters. Those are the ones I've liked the most so far. And yeah, I like that there's some strategy involved though with planning out your characters, not just in the sense of who's going to make up the team, but also in the sense of what position should they be in. We're going to head on over to the Divine Path though and keep working up our way through this Divine Path tower. And same thing, I'm going to use the same characters for now. I do have some new characters to try out and some new gear to level up, so the grind continues. But you do have auto. I probably should show off some features of the actual battle mode. There is auto or no auto. On auto, they'll just automatically use their ultimates as they're ready. If not, if you're using it on manual, you do have to click to make the ultimates be triggered, which is really smart, especially if you're working with harder levels and you're trying to take the time to actually progress and you're stuck. You might want to make sure that maybe someone that places some sort of decreased defense goes before your nuker, right? Before someone hits hard, if there's something that could decrease defense of the boss, you might want to place that first. Or if someone is going to heal, you might want to make sure that that's not a skill that's wasted if the healing isn't needed. So taking things off auto and considering playing manual is just something to keep in mind as well. But usually in the beginning, you can kind of blast through and keep pushing through if you leveled up your characters well, which we're doing right now. And there's also 2x speed versus 1x speed. Let's see. The 1x speed isn't too bad. It kind of shows their cute animations though, but we want to speed things up, why not? And I do love the extra animations that they show for your actual protagonist, the character that you're playing. The actual rest of the menu here, you do have pause, of course, exit, restart, resume, and your settings. So you can adjust for the music, sound effects, etc. You can, adjust your actual sound effects as far as if you don't want the artifact sounds or whatever. I think it's kind of fun. The skills that go off make their own special sounds. You can show your HP or not. They give you a few options here as far as what you actually see on the screen. Also over here you can see there's some bonuses. There's some bonuses based on the artifact you have, and there's some bonuses based on your team. So I think in this team, I don't really have a team bonus happening right now, but if you could actually get some special bonuses while you're playing, depending on what you have, like deploy 3 heroes of all the same faction to provide all allies with a powerful attribute bonus. So we get 5% increased attack just by having 3 heroes of the same faction. So that's something to consider when you're planning out your team as well, of trying to take advantage of that. And you could, again, luckily, they make it easy. You can sort by faction. So if you want to be like, okay, do I have 3 people I'm using right now? Yes, I do. Let's take her out and maybe put him in, and boom, now all of a sudden we have this extra bonus here that maybe just the simple fact of boosting some attack helps to make the battles even faster. So think of things like that and notice some of these little extra features when you're doing your battles. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for now. I'm gonna keep playing this game on the side. Let me know what you think. I do love these type of idle RPG games. They're a lot of fun. So I hope you guys like it too, and be sure to check it out. There'll be a link for the download. Be sure to grab that and yeah, check it out. It just launched and I think the game is doing well and it's got a lot of potential. I hope you think so too. But for now, that's all, and I'll see you in the next video.